So in this video is a couple of games leading up to the first mark in the Cold War M24 light tank. So this is a Western Alliance Era 1 Tier 2, I suppose it would be classed as. You unlock this through the M46A1. So it is the sort of the first light tank in the Western Alliance line. But first game, we've got the South Spawn on Prog. I think Cold War, I think the South Spawn is definitely better for Prog. Especially when you're in a light tank. The hill is more important in Cold War because you can get shots down from it across the entire map. So you can sort of shoot over this ridge. So that's just one thing to bear in mind. So with the South Spawn, it is a bit better because they don't quite have that firing angle. That's just my experience of it so far. I only played sort of, not too sure how many games I would have played on Prog in Cold War, but it does seem that the South one, for me and my play style at least, I prefer the South one. So just going along, we're just doing the usual light tank things on Prog, working the ridge line, just seeing what I can spot up. Light tank's been quite passive on our side, so I decided I'm going to go home over here. Sure enough, there's a light. Take an unnecessary shot, really. Firstly, I wasn't even aimed at it, and secondly, the only way that, as you can see from the camo circle, the only way that people really can spot me is if I fire, or essentially like proxy spot me, especially if I'm in a bush. But we've got this PT-76 that's being quite aggressive, so we get a nice shot into that. So I think that the tank itself that I've got, the engine's upgraded along the tracks. I've got the stock gun. I think in this game I've got the stock turret. That may be the upgraded one, but there's hardly any visual difference between the two. I only run sort of like 5 or 6 premium rounds. So yeah, just going down into the bowl, see if I can spot anything, getting lots of shots in across. Unfortunately, I think a lot of people do camp in the A0 area. Unfortunate when you're north spawn, but fortunately they're not really going to get shots onto me. We've got these light tanks that seem to be quite aggressive. The turret speed is quite slow, as you can see. Just a couple of bad shots there, unfortunately. But as you can see, I'm running the premium smoke, so that helps. I think the passive one is the 20% invisibility or something, so I just think it makes it a bit more difficult to actually spot me. Just circling this T-44A, there's no chance it can keep up. Go in front of its barrel, unfortunately, but yeah, we don't get a hit. But it's 10-10. As you can see, the shells firing over, that's the campus on the hill. And unfortunately, this is the disadvantage of running the smoke. I don't have a med kit to heal my driver. So next, sort of from this point on, really the mobility suffers. So the equipment I run is the drivetrain, so I do have a 10% increased top speed and hull rotation, which is really nice actually. But obviously with the driver down, you're not getting that full effect. But I feel that as long as I stay sort of in a straight line, should be okay speed-wise. But I've got the optics and the camo net as well. So camo net, I know some people might not be convinced in Cold War with True Vision, but I think the camo net is a must really for the lights, because it just gives you such a ridiculous boost to your camo. Yeah, I mean the camo circle. I'm coming up onto this ridge, got a light tank, and I've just been proxy spotted by that medium that's there just behind that rock. So yeah, the camo is quite ridiculous. So this PT-76, I know it's going to struggle with gun depression. Unfortunately, I hit the wreck, but just repaired the fuel kit. I don't want to do something fire. So at this point, with the enemy just down to one light, I'm feeling a lot more confident that we can go over the ridge now. Got a medium lit up there. Looks like there's a TD over in that bush. It takes one of my allies down. So I'm thinking that this is probably quite a good target to go in on. So try and take a free aim shot. Doesn't work, but just trying to rotate round. I'm not too sure why you'd want to be a TD at the moment in Cold War with the current speed meta, I suppose, but yeah, with my driver down, there's no way I can actually get round it safely. The turning circle is just atrocious, so I'll just leave it to my ammos. So it's something I might consider dropping actually, the smoke. It does help. A lot of situations when you go on someone like that, if you want to sort of bail out, essentially you fire the smoke in front of you. So then you drive through it, so you definitely know where it is, so you can drive through it and then get the benefit behind you. That's the easiest way of using it, but you can use it tactically on mountain pass, south spawn, or north spawn as well actually. I tend to go in front of the team and pop the smoke. So I've just popped the smoke there because I know I'm going to get spotted, and there's that medium on the train tracks. So I'm thinking that if I pop the smoke there, when I get spotted, it won't be able to shoot me in the back. So that's why I popped it there, and also end game as well. So why not use it? Got two tanks. The one on the hill has just been taken down. So it's only this one that was camping at the back here. Thinking it's probably gone down into this, and there it is. Put one shot in. Take a rush shot there. Don't really want to die to it, so I just want to see if I can get one last shot in. Bounce, unfortunately. It's looking the other way, but unfortunately, just too passive on. I just don't want to get killed at that last minute. So, win that game, pretty much 3,600 on both. Not too sure what happened with the MVP screen, but yeah, 30 direct hits, most assisted, most detections as well. And just the 2 kills, so yeah, really good game in the M24. So this is the first mark game. It's multi-base assault, and I was very, very close to the first mark. I only know I've got the first mark in this game because I don't have the star on the barrel at the moment. And before I went into this game, I did check my stats page, and I was 0.2% off or something. So I thought I'll go out last game and just mark it before finishing for the day. But coming up to this little sort of road ridge type of thing over here, I just want to sit in that bush, see if I can spot anyone crossing, so my allies can shoot at them. But I highlight it's multi-base assault. You'll soon find out why. It was a miracle that I actually marked it in this game, but I think it's always important just to kind of try and be racking up the damage. So I'm not getting anything there. So I'm just notice that this light tank's up here. So I'm just going to go around. Hasn't spotted me, so I wait until it fires. I put one in, I pop the food, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to out reload it. So yeah, just auto locked. Something else, and something's behind me as well, so this doesn't look good. I thought this was probably it. Put a shot into it. Fire the smoke. So that's the good advantage of the smoke. You can just sort of fire in front of you or fire it behind you. Just get out of there. So I've got this M46A1. Because I couldn't play passively, I'm just kind of yellow now. So yeah, just auto aim in the M46 unfortunately. Auto aim in the T44A as well. I feel like something's gonna be shooting at me from that direction, so I come up this way instead. Take quite a lazy shot, try and track it, but I'm just thinking I'll just get the damage now, put it in the lower plate. It heals, and our base B is being capped. At the moment I'm on 2200 assisted, 1400 direct, so I think for a free mark, I think it's about 3300 according to what console. So it's looking good. I'm thinking at this point, probably got the first mark. So yeah, just that extra little bit of assistance to go up to 25 is probably just guaranteed. I'm not too sure what my allies are doing back there shooting at each other, but there we go. We've got 50 seconds before the cap, before we get capped out. No one's over there. They've got 2 over there now, so they really do want to win. Auto lock the light, shut that down. And now I'm just thinking we've lost, so let's just try and get one more shot in somewhere. But yeah, that's multi-base assault, unfortunately. Yeah, it hasn't happened to me too often where something like that happens, but it's just unnecessary really. I think I'd rather they just bring assault back. So we get MVP on a loss. Just shows what the enemy team did. So we got 3 kills, 16 direct hits, 2500 assisted, 1500 damage myself, and that was enough for the first mark. So yeah, it's a really good little tank. I think I will potentially try to free market, I'm not too sure, but I've still got quite a grind to go up until I get the Bulldog M41. So yeah, hope you like that video.